Okay, a lot of men believe especially that this Western construct called wedding is tying men down for nothing's sake. Many married men are looking for excuse to get out of this trap called marriage. They are looking for, nah, I don't know what in the excuse why I go carry come up for this thing, no, for this Western setup. Here in Nigeria, some of these young married ladies today in Nigeria are now contesting with their diasporan counterparts for who can, who can get in and out of marriage faster than the other. But have you ever bothered to check the divorce statistics of Nigerian couples in Nigeria and abroad these days? It's very appalling. It's not good for ears to hear. To the extent that there was a time the British police was complaining about Nigerian men and women living in their country. That what is going on? That why are a lot of our women are reporting our men? Number one, no attention. Some men do complain about some of their women's ugly attitude of not having any time for them. Most women doesn't create time for their partners, probably because of maybe see finish or due to high volume of their businesses. You know, many a times I'm tired on Monday till Friday. I am tired. Okay, so sometimes if they are not in Dubai today, the other leg is in China. If they are not in Abuja, they are in Lagos, running from pillar to post. I know that making money is good, but men also need attention just like women. If you are opportune to have a kind of wife that flies around the world, you know, making money, okay, men also need to be respected and to be cared for. They crave at least a reasonable amount of attention from their wives. Okay? They know money is good, but money is not everything. They want to feel their wives. So this is one of the reasons many of them would not like to renew their marriage vows when it expires, because their wives does not have time for them. So it's one of the reasons. So number two, feeling underappreciated. A lot of men are today feeling underappreciated in their marriages because some of the things they think they have done for the wife and some members of her families, they see it as a kind of something that is in vain because they don't receive any kind of appreciation from anybody. The worst of it all is that he may, at the end of the day, instead of receiving appreciation, he will receive insult, okay, from his wife, okay, that what he did is not enough, you know, complain here and there, okay. Some of the men, after doing the children's school fees, working on house rent, medical bills, and so many other things, will still be expected by the wife to immediately go settle some of her relatives and other members of her own family without checking or thinking, am I sure that my husband has enough to run this whole package? Okay, so some of these wives will easily forget what her husband has done for her family in the past, and they don't care. Many of them don't care. I'm not saying that it is all, or at least to say thank you, to say appreciation, to show appreciation. Okay, so even some men do maintain, yes, they do maintain this marital fidelity, which some women find it very difficult to believe. Yes, it's not true. It's not every man that jumps from one bed to another. Okay, some men do respect themselves. So after doing all these things, what they will still receive at home is allegations upon allegations of infidelity in return, instead of appreciation. So upon some of these and more, the men do feel underappreciated by their wives. Okay? They feel this lack of attention, which can make the man's spirit go weak or to continue. It is one of the reasons many men would not like to renew their marital vows again if called to do so. Number 3, he was taken for granted. A lot of men in their families are being taken for granted by their partners. Okay, many of them find it difficult to please their wives. Okay, so this is one of the reasons you can take a woman to shoe store. Some people do say, they have said it somewhere, that never you take a woman to shoe store. But I'm saying that you can, if you can. You can take a woman to shoe store. At the store, the woman can make the selection of, for example, 14 pairs of shoes. She found, that's the 14 pairs of shoes that she finds at that particular store. Okay? If they are going home after making that purchases from that store, if they are going home, if she's going home with the husband, then she happens to sight or are interested in another flip-flop or slippers that she saw somewhere, probably in the same market. I am telling you the truth that if the husband refuses to pay for that singular pair of slippers, of that flip-flop, she will take it as if the man did not do anything for her. She will not see it that the man has at least purchased some pairs of shoes for her. Maybe probably next time they can come for this one. She will feel unsatisfied because the man was unable to buy that singular pair of slippers for her. So, to many, it shows lack of appreciation from the woman. Okay, so some of the men will be sent on an errand just like a small boy around the house. If you see where most of the men are being ordered around, you begin to pity for them. You pity for them, seriously. Okay, so some women do use their husbands as if they are slaves. They do talk to them anyhow. They do talk down on them. Compare them with other men, with other more successful men. You know, this kind of thing do kill men's ego when you compare your husband with other men unnecessarily. Okay, so that is why some of the men will say no to renewing their marriage vows with their women. Number 4, variety is the spice of life. One of the reasons most men would not like to renew their marriage vows is because they believe that variety is the spice of life. Some men would like to enjoy this opportunity of changing their wives from time to time, if it is possible, just to enjoy varieties, which is said to be the spice of life. Yes, they would want to be changing them every now and then, okay, if given the opportunity. A lot of men would want to be changing women just the way they change their underwears. So, this is one of the reasons men will not like to renew their marriage vows if they have the options to choose. Number 5, falling out of love. When it comes to making and maintaining love, most men are not that patient. Most men whose eyes are outside will be interested to go for other women because they are no longer in love with their women at home. Yes, they would like to go out for hunting. All right. Probably they have started seeing the woman, with the shortage of some usual body features. I hope you know what I mean. That's a lot of things are no longer where they used to be in the past. The ones that are supposed to be hanging are not hanging. The ones that are supposed to be padded are no longer. The thing has slacked or has sagged or has fallen. So it can make some men to start looking outside for firmer or more stronger one. Men I know are very good at loving their partners. Men are lovers. if you allow them, if you want them to be. But the moment they dictate any slightest sign of cheating on their partners, any slightest sign of cheating, okay, whatever they had for her will begin to dwindle. It will begin to go down. It will spiral downwards. Before you know it, he'll begin to fall out of love, and as such, will not like to renew his marriage vows once again. Yes, it is true. Number 6, scared of saying I do. A lot of men who entered into marriages today are actually thinking, if it is possible, maybe like to call for replacement, like as if you are playing football. Maybe somehow, somewhere along the line, you had a kind of wound. You wanted a replacement, to ask the referee to change another person for you, if it is possible, because many of them feel or are feeling suffocated already. That's why the ones that have not joined this institution called marriage, many of them are scared of saying I do. Okay, so having stuck with a single woman for a long time, they would like to have a free change of woman without stress for good. Yes. If you actually noticed these days, young men are scared to settle down with a particular woman because they see that small wedding ring as the smaller. It's very small, but it's the world's most powerful handcuffs ever made for men. Because a lot of women, they love it, they enjoy it. That wedding ring, they enjoy it. But most men see it as a very powerful handcuff. Okay? Most men do pray to be free of any commitment or bondage of marriage. They want to be free to live their life just the way they want it, if it is possible. Anyway, it's possible anyway. It's your own choice. Marriage is not by force. Okay, so any man that finds himself in such a dilemma would, they will not want to repeat those vows again. No, they will never. I promise you that. Number 7, the phobia for divorce. One of the reasons many men are scared of settling down today in marriage is because of this phobia for divorce. Because most of our young ladies are so much in a hurry to get married today, divorce tomorrow, and go start living on their own the next day. That's what a lot of them are rushing into for. Okay? So, but have you ever bothered to check the divorce statistics of Nigerian couples in Nigeria and abroad these days? It's very appalling. It's not good for ears to hear. To the extent that there was a time the British police was complaining about Nigerian men and women living in their country. That what is going on? That why are a lot of our women are reporting our men in their police stations, taking them to court? That they're asking, what is going on in Nigerian communities in the diaspora? Okay, so here in Nigeria, some of these young married ladies today in Nigeria are now contesting with their diasporan counterparts for who can who can get in and out of marriage faster than the other. That is what is in vogue today. Okay, so young men are scared of spending their hard-earned money to marry so that they will not end up in the divorce court the next day. This is one of the reasons they will not like to renew their marriage vows again. Number 8, her problems becomes yours. Anytime you decide to make a choice of marrying a Nigerian woman, know it that you are making all her problems your own. And that is what a lot of men are really scared of. That commitment, that shouldering of responsibility, as if you are not a human being. Because the moment you come into their life, everybody in their family will turn their searchlight on you. So most of these young unmarried men wouldn't want to shoulder the responsibility of another person anyhow. Okay? and they add it to their own as another burden. They don't want it. Because once you marry any Nigerian woman, even if the woman is richer than you, one of the ways you must have to show your love to her is to be helping in taking care of members of her own family, even first, before yours. A lot of women are big capital mumu. Okay? So, not only taking care of these things, so even her distant cousins and relatives, they will be part of the package. That's the only way you show how caring you are to your wife and her family. So, with this, how would you think the man would like to renew his vow when necessary, or when they were given the option to do so? Number 9, rushing to be a single father, or in the other way you call it, rushing to be a player. Okay, a lot of men believe, especially, that this Western construct called wedding is tying men down for nothing's sake. Many married men are looking for excuse to get out of this trap called marriage. They are looking for, I don't know what in the excuse why I go carry come up for this thing, or for this Western setup, or I don't know. So many men needed a woman who will only be good for bed satisfaction and procreation. Okay? Then they will go back to their families after every encounter, only to come back when they are needed again. Just imagine. Women will buy you for this. Okay? So men wants to feel free. Do their things without unnecessary questions. Where are you coming from? They just look at the time, this late of the night. Where are you coming from? Questions will be coming up and down. A lot of men do not want that. Oh, okay. So they wouldn't want to subject themselves to any woman for whatever reason or whatever question. They want to go out, make or change their choice of women with no pressure. They wouldn't want to, maybe when they remember their wives from where they are, they will begin to rush home. They don't need something like that. Okay, so this is one of the things men want, and since it is not too possible, they wouldn't want to renew their marriage vows again. Number 10, and the final one, marriage cannot change people. Some men noticed some of the red flags from their partners during their courtship stage. Yes, they do see one or two, but can I say that love has blinded their eyes during this stage? They have seen a lot of those things, but still believe that as soon as they start living as husband and wife, that those women will change. But only to find out later that they entered into a one-chance marriage, Molwe marriage. Okay. They didn't know that they entered into a relationship with an aggressive woman who just packaged herself when they were courting. With someone without conscience. With one who continues with her careless attitude. So, probably he'll later find out that his wife is an Olosho who is not ready to change. He found out that he brought disaster into his home. Who is he going to blame? Okay? So as a man, if you are not comfortable with the kind of woman or with this particular kind of woman, it will not be possible to renew that your marriage vow. You cannot try it. Even with all the cocked machine GUN in the whole wide world, you will not like to renew it. Anyway, Ogu Emmanuel is my name. I'm a relationship, family, lifestyle, and sex enthusiast. Thank you so much for watching this video. I did not take your presence on this channel for granted. Please subscribe to my channel, click like, ring the notification bell, and do not forget to share. Share this video to your friends, to your relatives, even to your enemies. Who knows tomorrow? You don't know what may probably happen tomorrow. Let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topic. I promise you another beautiful video next time. Bye-bye.